We are going to review how to make a contact sheet. You may notice that the last couple videos have been done in Bridge CS6. In Creative Cloud version of Bridge, this option is not available. You have to download it as a separate module. So I'm going to do two videos, one where it is available in CS6 and one where you can download it for a Creative Cloud version of Bridge, and another alternative of how to do it in Photoshop. A contact sheet is a picture of all of your pictures, and it's the way traditional photographers would go into the darkroom and lay their negatives on a piece of unexposed paper. Then, after exposing it and processing it, they would have a picture of all of their negatives. So this would help them edit and choose which composition was best. We're going to do that using this folder. First thing you want to do is go to the output window. You can go to Window, Workspace, Output, or select it in the top. You have two options in Output. You can make a PDF or a web gallery. We're going to make a PDF. There are several different templates you can use. I like to do my contact sheets a little bigger than normal. A 4x5 is 4 rows by 5 columns, and the thumbnails are really small, and that doesn't work for me as far as choosing the best composition. So I'm going to set my rows and columns down in layout. So this template you can leave at 4x5 contact sheet, and then we're going to change it a little further down. Oh, no item is selected. Let's see. All right, it has decided it would like to stay 2x2 cells. I'm okay with that since I'm going to change it anyway. Under Document, the page preset, I'm going to use US paper, and you'll see that the template changes to custom anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about the template. Just start the settings in Document. 8.5 by 11. The quality can be 300. I like to leave this at the default of 70. If you have 300 photographs, using a quality of 300 ppi or pixels per inch is going to make a big, meaty document. You may want to make that 150, since a contact sheet is not about the overall quality per se, as just honing in on the composition. I'm going to leave the background white, and this, in the layout section, is where I set up my columns, 3 columns, by 4 rows. Looks good. I do not want to rotate for best fit or use auto spacing. I do want an overlay with the file name. You can add a page number on the header or the footer. In this case, the header section is disabled, but I do want to enable it. I also like to put my name at the top, and then maybe just a few keywords. Keep scrolling. You could add a footer if you choose. I don't really think we need one, so I'm going to uncheck that and collapse that window. I also don't use playback, so I'm just going to leave all of those unchecked, shut that window. I also don't need a watermark. Shut that window. You can see that although there are a lot of options to start with and it can be overwhelming, the ones to pay attention to are the page preset, the quality, the image placement, columns and rows, the overlays, and then the header. And let's get a preview of what that looks like by selecting all of our images. Command A, or Edit, select all, and let's click Refresh Preview. And it will prepare the PDF contact sheet and show us just the first page. Here it comes. It's going to be awesome. And there you go. It's just going to show us the first page, but this will give us enough information to help me say, well, the negative space may be too much here. I like the negative space better over here. And you can pick exposures, but don't worry too much if it's a little too light or a little too dark on here, because as we go into editing these photographs using Lightroom or Camera Raw, we can lighten and darken and add contrast and dodge and burn and do all of the things to the photograph. This is just to get an overall image, an overall idea of which images are the best and the ones that you want to edit. But I did one thing wrong. If you notice, I have the files that repeat, the DNG and the JPEG. And I don't want all of those because I don't want a super long contact sheet with repeaters. So what I'm going to do is go back to Essentials for a minute. Uncheck the JPEG file by checking the DNG file. DNG images. So now I'm just seeing the DNG images. I'm going to go back to Output and click Refresh Preview. And that way we won't have that repeat. 299, 300, 301. Perfect. Now scroll down and hit Save. I'm going to use this little arrow to make my window much larger. I'm going to save it to the desktop. Save as last name _ airplanes _ December 13th. You do not want to hide the extension. You want the .pdf extension and hit save. Takes just a moment or two, depending on how many images. Voila. Hit OK. And then you can navigate to your desktop. Double click on the PDF. And open it up. And this is a great way to review. You can see that our page numbers overlap with the December 13. In this case, I'm not too worried about it, but I could fix that in my settings. What I like to do from here is maybe write down the numbers that I want to pursue on a piece of paper, or you can do some basic editing in the preview. If you grab the highlighter, you can highlight certain numbers. Cool. You want to unhighlight it, just go back over it. And this is a great way to show you have your friends review your contact sheets, your colleagues, and find out what they think are some of the strongest compositions. Again, just using the highlighter. And different people can use different colors. There we go. And then Command W to shut the file and save it. Okay. I'm going to go back in right here and just make that airplanes DEC 13. Refresh my preview and see if I don't still have that overlap a little. Let's just get rid of the date. Or, you know what I could do is page number placed on the footer. Enable the footer, refresh the preview, Viola, page number, text I can read, and then resave that. Caterina _ airplanes, save. And this one should come out. Perfect. Let's go get that one, throw the other one away, and there you go. And now you can begin to pick your favorites, and then we'll get to editing.